In today's discussion, we're diving into the complex and fascinating psychology of narcissism, something that often leaves people feeling confused, hurt, or even mystified. If you've ever encountered a narcissist, you likely know how disorienting it can be. At first, they may charm you with charisma, but eventually, many people find themselves caught in cycles of manipulation and control. While no contact is one popular approach for dealing with a narcissist, there are even more profound ways to shake their very foundations and take back your control. Today, we're going beyond the basics to uncover what truly devastates a narcissist and sends them reeling in a way no contact alone simply can't achieve. Buckle up, because this is a ride into the mind of one of the most confounding personality types out there. Before we jump into it, if you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and share. You'll want to stay connected as we unravel the layers of narcissism and equip you with strategies that are insightful, empowering, and transformative. Let's start by understanding why no contact works to some extent. No contact is often the first piece of advice given to people struggling to separate themselves from a narcissist. It's like an immediate shut-off switch. Suddenly, they lose access to the attention, validation, and control they were enjoying. But let's be real, this can only go so far. No contact is a surface-level approach to what is ultimately a deeply rooted psychological issue. No contact might stop the narcissist from engaging with you, but it doesn't reach the core of what truly devastates them. Why? Because to really understand what unnerves and destabilizes a narcissist, we need to understand what makes them tick. A narcissist lives and breathes for admiration, control, and a constant sense of superiority. Anything that challenges this fundamental need is a step toward dismantling their perception of power. The real kryptonite to a narcissist isn't just avoiding them. It's understanding how to disrupt the very fuel that drives their behavior. To devastate a narcissist, you need to recognize their weak spots, areas where they're the most vulnerable, but will go to great lengths to conceal. So what does this look like? One of the biggest blows to a narcissist is indifference. But not just any kind of indifference. A particular form of indifference combined with flourishing on your own terms makes them feel irrelevant. For a narcissist, relevance is their lifeblood. They need to be at the center of your world, and the minute they feel sidelined, their foundation begins to shake. Imagine showing a narcissist that not only are you completely unbothered by their attempts to regain control, but you're thriving without them. It's a harsh reality for them to digest because it challenges their belief that they're necessary for your success, happiness, or sense of self-worth. Another factor that deeply affects narcissists is when you set unbreakable boundaries. Now, setting boundaries isn't just about saying no to the narcissist. It's about making it clear that you no longer operate within their rules or engage in their games. They may try to test these boundaries, but when you remain steadfast, it sends a clear message: you're in control of yourself. A narcissist hates losing control, especially if it's over someone they previously held power over. When you set boundaries and hold them consistently, it erodes their belief in their power over you, which is like a gut punch to their ego. This isn't just a slight inconvenience for them. It's a direct threat to their inflated self-image. One of the most unexpected ways to truly devastate a narcissist is to become unshakably self-assured and content in your self-worth. A narcissist thrives on exploiting insecurity. They often draw people into their web by preying on doubts and vulnerabilities, amplifying them until you feel that they're the only one who can offer validation or support. When you shift away from needing validation from anyone, especially them, you become a person who cannot be easily manipulated. This creates an inner resilience that frustrates and even bewilders a narcissist. They may try to undermine your confidence, but if you're rooted firmly in your self-worth, their tactics become ineffective. Over time, they realize that no amount of criticism or gaslighting will shake you, and this realization is devastating to them. Furthermore, recognizing their manipulation tactics and calling them out on it, in a calm and composed manner, can be incredibly unsettling for a narcissist. Remember, a narcissist operates under the assumption that they're smarter, more perceptive, and more in control than everyone else. If you're able to identify their patterns, whether it's gaslighting, deflection, or blame shifting, you disrupt their narrative. Instead of buying into the confusion they create, you respond with clarity. This clarity exposes their schemes, making it increasingly difficult for them to sustain the facade of control and power. A narcissist hates being seen for what they are, because it forces them to confront aspects of themselves they work hard to deny. It's an unmasking that can shake them to the core. Lastly, genuine happiness and fulfillment outside of their influence or presence is something that deeply affects a narcissist. Remember, they see themselves as the most significant person in the room, the source of all joy and validation. If you're happy without them, living a life filled with purpose, they are left grappling with their own insignificance. It's the ultimate mirror held up to them, reflecting that their presence or absence in your life does not define your happiness or self-worth. This stark reality is painful for a narcissist, as they often believe their absence will leave a void. By showing that you're not only fine but actually thriving, you're challenging the very essence of their perceived self-importance. To sum it all up, what truly devastates a narcissist is more than just no contact. It's a complete dismantling of the ways they seek control and validation. It's refusing to engage in their games, showing indifference to their attempts to regain power, and building a self-worth so unshakable that their words and actions no longer hold any weight. Narcissists need to be central to your world to thrive. When you step away, find inner strength, and live independently of their influence, you devastate their entire approach. Thanks for joining this deep dive into what truly shakes a narcissist's core. If you found this video valuable, make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more content that brings clarity, empowerment, and self-knowledge straight to you. Remember, the more you understand, the more power you hold over your own life. And that's the greatest devastation you can offer a narcissist.